The Dinosaur Bean by Justin Meckes. One day, Sweet Pea's mother asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up. Sweet Pea was confused until her father said, "You can be split pea soup." At school the next day, Sweet Pea asked her friends what they wanted to be. Ben said, "A burrito." Greta said,
"I want to be hummus."
Polly said, "I want to be refried." Then Sweet Pea looked at Kim the kidney bean and asked, "What do you want to be?" Kim said,
"I want to be a dinosaur bean."
"Roar!" "You can't do that," said Ben. "Being a dinosaur bean sounds hard," said Polly.
"It might be,"
said Kim.
"My mom said you can be whatever you want to be,"
said Sweet Pea.
"But I still want to be split pea soup." "All you need is a little construction paper and glue,"
said Greta. "Sounds sticky," said Ben.
"My dad says to stay out of sticky situations,"
said Polly. Later that week, the legumes teacher, Miss Green, gave them a special project. Kim knew exactly what to do. When her friends saw it, they were amazed. Kim and the other kidney beans had glued themselves to a sheet of paper in the shape of a dinosaur. Sweet Pea said,
"I knew she could do it."
Ben said, "She is a dinosaur bean." Polly said, "I like kidney bean soup, but I love that dinosaur." Greta was in awe and said,
"It's even better than hummus."
And Kim was a very happy dinosaur bean. The Black-Eyed Pea by Justin Meckes. There was a new pea in Sweet Pea's class. His name was Bobby, and he had a large spot. At home, in her pod, Sweet Pea asked her father how Bobby got it. Mr. P explained he was born with the spot. Sweet Pea imagined herself covered with spots, as her father said, "What makes us different also makes us special. We're all legumes, just different varieties." All the legumes at school were curious about Bobby, but no one was playing with him. Kim said,
"We should ask Bobby if he wants to play with us."
But then Ben asked, "What if he's mean?"
"It would be mean not to play with them,"
said Greta. Polly said, "What if he doesn't play fair?"
"I think we should give him a chance,"
said Kim. Kim said this because Bobby looked so sad. "But Bobby has a spot," said Ben. "I noticed that too," said Polly. Sweet Pea said,
"My dad says a black-eyed pea spot doesn't make him different than us because we're all legumes."
"If he's a legume," said Polly, "then I bet he plays fair." Then Ben said, "How can we welcome him to Miss Green's class?"
"I have an idea." "What's your idea?"
asked Sweet Pea.
"We give ourselves spots with Miss Green's paint set,"
said Greta. "Good idea," said Ben.
"How do I look?"
asked Kim. Polly said, "What about me?" Sweet Pea looked at her friends and said,
Now I'm a yellow pea.
Ben thought this was very funny. So did Bobby. Then all the legumes decided to play together. And the first thing they did was pretend they were jumping beans. The Scary Hairy Bean by Justin Meckes. Sweet Pea ran into her parents' room. She cried,
Mom, Dad, I saw a scary hairy bean.
"And what?" asked Mr. P, as he blinked and began searching for his glasses. "Did you have a bad dream?" asked Mrs. P.
No, I saw a scary hairy bean.
"You don't have to be afraid," said Mr. P. "We're right here with you." After Sweet Pea had hugged her parents, she went back to sleep. The next day, Sweet Pea remembered what she'd seen and told her friends about it. Ben said, "One time, I dreamed I fell off of a beanstalk."
I had a dream I sprouted once, said Kim. But this wasn't a dream, said Sweet Pea. The scary hairy bean is real. What does this scary hairy bean look like?
asked Greta.
He's scary and hairy and big and purple with green polka dots.
That does sound scary, said Polly. I wouldn't be afraid if I saw him, said Ben.
You would too, said Sweet Pea. He was scary and hairy. I've never heard of a hairy bean before, said Kim.
I've heard of a jumping bean, said Polly.
What are you gonna do tonight, Sweet Pea?
asked Greta. Sweet Pea wasn't sure, and she was afraid. But as her dad tucked her into bed that night, he said, "Sometimes we have to face our fears, and when we do, we sometimes find we had no reason to fear at all." This was good advice, because that night, the scary, hairy bean came back. Sweet Pea trembled a little as she asked, "Why are you trying to scare me, Mr. Scary Hairy Bean?" The Scary Hairy Bean was shocked. No one had ever asked him that before. "Are you okay, Mr. Scary Hairy Bean?" "Ah!" Scary Hairy Bean ran away and never scared Sweet Pea again. And Sweet Pea had very sweet dreams. The Pet Caterpillar by Justin Meckes. Sweet Pea had wanted a pet for a long, long time, and finally asked her dad if she could have one. Mr. P said he would have to think about it. While Sweet Pea was sure she wanted a pet, she wasn't at all sure her mother would agree to let her have the one she wanted. Sweet Pea wanted a caterpillar, an insect that can be a bit of a pest because of what they eat. Mr. and Mrs. P had a discussion and decided that Sweet Pea was ready for the responsibility of a pet. So, one day, Sweet Pea noticed a box outside of her room and discovered that something had chewed a hole through it. Sweet Pea's new pet had escaped! Her parents helped her search the pod, but the caterpillar was nowhere to be found. Until Sweet Pea saw her brand new caterpillar burrowing into their hole. Sweet Pea's dad just shook his head and said, "Better give your caterpillar a name."
How about Chase?
asked Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea's mother furrowed her brow. "Chase? Why that name?" "Because we already had to chase him around the pod." Sweet Pea's family laughed
and agreed Chase was a good name for a curious caterpillar. The next day, Sweet Pea went to school and introduced her new caterpillar to the legumes. Greta said, "He's so cute." Polly said,
I want a caterpillar.
Ben said,
You can play with my pet beetle.
Kim asked, "What's his name?" "Chase," said Sweet Pea. "It's perfect," said Greta. Sweet Pea said, "He's a pretty good caterpillar, but he's already started chewing through our pod." "Caterpillars do like to eat plants," said Kim. Meanwhile, Chase had started chasing Ben. The black bean cried,
I don't know if he's trying to chew through any pods, but he's trying to chew through me. Help!
The legumes laughed, and Sweet Pea said, "I sure hope Chase isn't in this much trouble after he cocoons." The Magical Fruit by Justin Meckes. Levi sang, "Beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you..." Miss Green stopped him before he could finish, giving him a disapproving look. "Beans, beans, are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you..." Miss Green shook her head and said, "Levi, I've asked you to stop." Then Levi jumped into the air and sang, "The more you..." Miss Green stopped him again, saying, "Levi, this is your last warning. The better you feel, so let's have some beans at every meal." Levi finished his song, but Miss Green was not happy and sent him to see Principal White. Levi and Principal White had a long chat about singing inappropriate songs at school. Afterward, the legumes saw Levi on the playground. Ben said,
That was a pretty funny song, Levi.
"My big brother taught it to me." Polly said, "I've heard that one before, but it sure got you in a lot of trouble." "I know," said Levi. "Principal White called my dad and he was M.A.D. mad." This made all of the legumes sad for Levi, but he hadn't listened to Miss Green. Sweet Pea said, "Levi, I have a question." "Is it about the bean song?" he asked. "It is. I was wondering why you were singing that beans are a fruit. Beans and peas are legumes." Levi thought for a minute, but he wasn't sure how to answer. Greta said, "That's probably another reason Miss Green was mad at you." "If you think beans are fruits, you haven't learned anything about being a legume," said Kim. "My brother told me beans are the magical fruit," said Levi. "And he studies botany." "My dad says botany's the study of plants," said Sweet Pea. "But we don't come from fruit plants, Levi." "Maybe Levi's brother is confused," said Polly.
Maybe not, said Ben. The string bean is a fruit because it produces seeds.
"And eating seeds is an art," said Levi. "The more you eat, the more you..."
Levi!
He didn't finish because Miss Green was on the playground too.
Red Ball, Blue Ball, Green Ball by Justin Meckes. Red Ball rolls away from home. Blue ball bounces with it. Green ball goes too. Red ball rolls into the grass. Blue ball bounces on the lawn. Green ball goes across the yard. Red ball rolls through a gate. Blue ball bounces over it. Green ball goes outside. Red ball rolls along the sidewalk. Blue ball bounces above it. Green ball goes and goes. Red ball rolls into a shoe. Blue ball bounces when it's kicked. Green ball goes between two legs. Red ball rolls past a box. Blue ball bounces on top. Green ball goes inside. Red ball rolls along a wall. Blue ball bounces against it. Green ball goes around. Red ball rolls into a hole. Blue ball bounces inside. Green ball goes down. Red ball rolls quietly. Blue ball bounces low. Green ball goes slow. Red ball rolls around a corner. Blue ball bounces up and down. Green ball goes kerplunk. Red ball rolls through a pipe. Blue ball bounces along the top. Green ball goes through a grate. Red ball rolls into the current. Blue ball bounces into a stream. Green ball goes underwater. Red ball rolls onto the bank. Blue ball bounces on the grass. Green ball goes on by. Red ball rolls on and on. Blue ball bounces again and again. Green ball goes until the end. The end. For more stories, jokes, and fun, visit our channel, Sweet Pea Books.
See you there.